No, welcome back. Sadly, once again, as we just mentioned in the last blog, police brutality often seems as American as apple pie. Well, a new podcast brings forward the police murder of a black teenager over 30 years ago. It took place in a town in northern New Jersey that was supposed to be a model for racial integration. What happened then rings powerfully relevant today. Let's take a listen.
Just for a moment, imagine your community became another Ferguson, or Minneapolis, or Louisville, or any American community where police killed African Americans under questionable circumstances. How would you react?
That sounds like the voice of Keith David. I'm already in. Retelling the 1990 murder of Phillip Pannell, Color Lines from Phillip to Floyd, is a 4-part podcast that sheds light on the anti-black racism and the never-ending cycle of police violence we continue to face today. The series features firsthand accounts of the murder's aftermath, as well as some of the most prominent voices in police reform, from U.S. Senator Cory Booker to Congresswoman Karen Bass. Joining me now on the production team of the Color Lines podcast, I have Walter Richardson. He is the producer and co-host. His co-host is Mike Kelly. He is also the author of the book that inspired the series. And last but not least, Tony D-Moet Little. He's a multi-platinum music producer and also the composer for the series. Fellas, thank you for joining me. Welcome to the show. This is a very important topic, so let's get into it. Walt, let's start off with you because, look, we know about George Floyd. We hear about all the other murders and police brutality that's out there, Eric Garner, but we don't know about Phillip Pannell. Who was Phillip Pannell, and what happened on that fateful day, April 10th, 1990 in Tenack?
Well, Phillip Pannell was a Tenack high school student who was he was with some friends at a playground, and he had what was considered to be a starter's pistol that was hollowed out. And Mike can get into the details about that a little later. But one of the neighbors, an African-American neighbor, called the police, and one of the officers showed up who had a history of firing his gun unnecessarily, and Phillip was running, and he told him to turn, put his hands up, and Phillip put his hands up, and the police officer shot him anyway. And this happened in 1990. So our podcast deals with the 30 years between 1990 to George Floyd. What has changed? Are there any reforms? Are they training police different? So we cover a lot of topics.
Yeah, Mike, it doesn't seem like a lot has changed. This sounds like Tamir Rice. It could be a number of people. There was an incident in Chicago during the George Floyd, I should say the Derek Chauvin murder trial that happened, where a young man put his hands up and he was shot by police officers. So this still goes on. Why this podcast obviously is needed, and the effectiveness of this podcast, having it right now.
Well, thank you for having us on. I really appreciate it because this is such an important topic. The reason why this continues to go on, I think, is rooted, I think, in just the way police continually mistreat African American people, and that's just not only men but also women as well, and children. And we wanted to start with an incident that a lot of people had perhaps forgotten. Killing of Phillip Pannell in 1990 in Teaneck, New Jersey. And as you correctly point out, Teaneck figured that it had gotten it right when it comes to race. It was considered a model community in America. I'm speaking to you from my house in Teaneck. I've lived here since the early 1980s. And in large measure, Teaneck has a lot to brag about. But there was, of all the institutions in Teaneck that changed, the business community, the church community, the educational community, et cetera. The one institution that had not changed very much was the police department, and we saw that come. We saw the horrors of that emerge on an April night in 1990 when, as Walter correctly points out, the police officer who shot Phillip Pannell had a record of using his gun, a very questionable record. He had fired his gun 3 times before he shot and killed Phillip Pannell. And many of the officers told me when I was researching my book on this that as soon as they heard there had been a shooting, they knew who that was. They knew it was Gary Spath. And so what we were confronted by here was not just a questionable shooting. I mean, Phillip was shot square in the back. He had a hollowed out starter's pistol in his pocket, but his hand was nowhere near that pistol. And his hands were, the forensic evidence indicates that Phillip's hands were in the air, possibly in surrender, possibly. But the point is that he was shot square in the back. And so we had that questionable shooting, but we also had the issue of why didn't the police department weed out the problems in its ranks? And we see that problem continuing today. I mean, Derek Chauvin in Minneapolis had many complaints against him. And yet that police department allowed this guy to not only be on the street, but to also work as a training officer, which just boggles the mind.
Right.
So that was, we tried to examine. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No. He also, Chauvin also had a similar complaint against a teenager, which is now being federally investigated as well. So this still continues today. And I know Tenack very well. I used to live in Hackensack, New Jersey. So I know that they still have some racial incidents as of today. So look, I want to get back to it, but I got to bring in D-Moet to get him to talk about it, because you're the sound producer and the music composer. The importance of music, bringing this podcast home. Tell us about your job and how important that is.
Well, my job is to make sure everything at least sounds well, flows, everything comes together. Especially with the music. I came from that time, so when Walter brought it to me, I was like, I have to be a part of this, because we came up in Teaneck. That was my hometown. So when I heard about Phillip Pannell, like I wanted to bring that vibe of music from then and now and kind of bridge the gap. And kind of make it flow part of this, because it affects everybody, especially my family and stuff. So
that's a big part of the production. Fellas, I need y'all to stick.
D-Moet did a great job. I got to tell you this. He and I have not talked before, and I want to say right now, you did a super job in pulling this together. You really did a great job, and the music is spot on.
Well, we can't wait to hear the podcast. But fellas, can y'all stick around for me, because I got way more questions for you. I mean, we just touched the surface of it, because we thought 30 years talking about spanning. We got to talk about why this is still happening and how we can overcome this on the other side of this. Stick around for us. Right after this, more Black News Tonight comes up right after this. Welcome back to Black News Tonight. I'm continuing my discussion with the producers of the Color Lines from Phillip to Floyd podcast, a podcast, 4-part series with shedding the light on the history of police violence. We have with us Walter Richardson, Mike Kelly, and Tony D-Moet Little hanging out with us as well. Look, the thing is that I'm upset about, fellas, in this situation is, we know about George Floyd, we know about Sandra Bland, we know about so many victims of police violence. We don't know about the Phillip Pannells of the world. And that's an issue. That's a huge problem, Walter. Why do you think that was the case 30 years ago? I know social media and the news is different, but why do you think we didn't hear more about this case in particular?
Well, I think because probably what you said, social media and the technology really didn't get around where you would hear about this story. The story did make national news when it came to the funeral. But it was one of those situations where, like Mike said earlier, Teaneck was this melting pot town, and it really wasn't supposed to happen here. And it did, which really gave us the narrative that this can happen anywhere. No matter how much integration you do, no matter how much multicultural deployment you do, it can happen anywhere. So we wanted to take a look at this one case that happened in what was considered to be America's melting pot, where, I grew up where Elston Howard was one of the first Black Yankees. And we had so many, famous people in Teaneck, New Jersey, because people came from New York to come here because they could buy a house here. They could live in a community where, you didn't have the shootings and the violence that you had in Harlem and in New York at that time. But what happened in this situation really made us think about, if this could happen in Teaneck in the 90s, how could this happen in major metropolitan cities in 2021? 2020. This is still going on. So we talked to Karen Bass, we talked to Cory Booker, we talked to Al Sharpton, and really what we found out is that we do need the George Floyd Policing Act, which you mentioned earlier.
Right.
We do need some type of reform. The police officers should have some type of culpability when it comes to these events, when they're just breaking the law. You know, if you broke, right? But
absolutely.
So we have to. There are a lot of really good police officers out there, but we have to be able to get the ones that aren't good, the bad apples. We got to get them out of the basket. Right.
Well, there's also, Mike, chime in here, because it's also a bad system, right? We're talking bad police officers, but the system that's in place is also bad. And I don't know if you guys addressed that on there, but did they talk at all in your podcast about why this is still happening? George Floyd happened, and then right after George Floyd, during the Derek Chauvin trial, we saw several incidences of police officers in their bad behavior when they know the spotlight is on them.
Right. I mean, one of the issues that we tried to look at has nothing to do per se with race, but everything to do with the tools that police officers are given to carry out their job, and also how they're trained. And when you think about it, the primary tool that police officers turn to whenever they're in a dangerous situation is their gun. And this has been the way it is for police officers for more than a century. And cops tell me that they want other tools when they're in a dangerous situation. They want to be able to have a better way of approaching the situation, a better strategy, for example. And one of the things we looked at was an incident that took place in Camden, New Jersey, where a guy was having a bad day. He had some mental issues. He walked into a restaurant with a large knife, and he was, brandishing this knife. And the police told us on the podcast, they said, 5 years ago, we would have shot this guy. But instead, the cops de-escalation training where they try to think through these kinds of confrontational moments so they don't just shoot the guy. And so what they did is they talked the guy down a little bit. They got him out of the restaurant.
Right.
And then a lot of officers showed up, and they literally walked this guy down the street until he walked off whatever frustrations he was experiencing. He dropped the knife, and then the police officers could move in, and then they took him, not to arrest him, but to get him help. Now, what a common sense way about going about this, but yet most police officers are not trained in this.
Exactly, and that's the way things should be, right? I mean, I'm glad that you guys are talking about in this podcast. You will hope that will be the case when it comes to mental health issues, but we see far too many times where there's a white suspect, can go into a massage parlor, a place, and kill somebody, and the police can say he had a bad day, and they take him in without any incidents. Right. Where somebody can have a bad day, having a mental lapse, and we see too many incidents of where they are being shot and killed. So those things have to stop, and hopefully your podcast is bringing light to that. D-Moet, I'm gonna bring the last question to you, because
we can't deny the fact that race is a factor here, and that is a big problem, and we explore that deeply.
Absolutely. This is that really right now, that is the problem, the central problem that we're having right now. D-Moet, look, James, you can go back to Marvin Gaye, what's going on. He's talking about fight the power of Public Enemy. Music has been an integral part of the right to try and change things. How is it just as effective or as important today as it was 50 years ago when What's Going On came out with Marvin Gaye?
It's very important. The music, that it says a lot. It speaks a lot about our times. The first one of the big songs I had was "Hate Me Now." That was just the frustration of stuff. But music is everything. Like, music to the backdrop to everything that we do.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Real quick, Walt, give you the final word on this podcast and why people should listen to it. The main reason.
Well, you should listen to it first and foremost because we do have Keith David on there, and he's incredible. But besides that, This is a podcast that we created because we want mothers to listen to it, fathers to listen to it. So I made it because I want my son to listen to it. D-Moet, you know, when we were making it, he was saying, I have to let my son listen to this. We want to give you the blueprint to not get in these situations with the police. We want to give the police the blueprint on de-escalating and give them some insight on how they can better do policing. So what we hope we have done is that we have exposed a lot of, we have put something on those wounds to try to heal them. And not only that, to try to prevent them going forward.
Right.
Definitely. I will definitely check it out. Mike, Walt, D-Moet, thank you so much for your time. Thanks for joining us here on Black News Tonight. D-Moet, thanks for making Hate Me Now. That was my song I made. I used to sing all the time. I used to play all the time during my first divorce, by the way. Hey, make sure you check out Color Lines. It's true. I used to blast it all the time. It made me feel empowered. Make sure you check out Color Lines from Phillip to Floyd. It is available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Audible, SoundCloud, and on Stitcher.